is going on, guys? It's Jake. We're back in for another YouTube video. Today we are fooling with the Subarus. We have the JDM rear spats. So we're going to install these on the 2005, just kind of to match the rest of the blue theme here. I've been working on detailing the car. I've kind of been abusing it in that regard, but we got her cleaned up today. As you can see, I did put some 3M double-sided tape on here. It looked like from Japan they did have some sort of double-sided tape on there, maybe like a factory option or something like that. But the 3M stuff should definitely work. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get these installed. Hopefully it'll help the ground effects a little bit. We already have them on the front end up here, on the front of the side skirts here. So when we put these on the rear, it's gonna look absolutely amazing. And we'll get the wax off the car and we'll get a couple cool shots. Just look at the car all cleaned up. Haven't seen it real clean in a while, so should be exciting. So if you guys like this type of content, stay tuned and like and subscribe. All right guys, so the first step, I basically restored the double-sided tape. Used a scraper to scrape off the old stuff, and I used a heat gun with this double-sided tape, this 3M double-sided tape. So that should apply the same adhesion as the original factory OEM stuff, so that'll be good. Also, you can see this is kind of where it hooks to the bottom of the bumper here, and it has a little screw here. So we're gonna take that out of there and we're gonna apply that to the rear bumper, and then we should be able to bolt it kind of up to the bumper there. Now, side note, I'm not sure if these will really work that well with the United States bumper. My car has the JDM spec Forester STI rear bumper, so that will make the fit absolutely perfect, but I'm not sure how it will fit on your guys' USDM rear bumpers. So there also should be a screw that goes into this hole, which is kind of up in the fender well. And yeah, it should be pretty self-explanatory. We're gonna put these on there. It should help the ground effects and get the car looking a little bit better, more uniform. So let's go ahead and get started. So we are on the driver's side of the car right now. You see this little hole in the front of the spat here? That's gonna line up with that hole there, right there. And that is gonna sit in there just about like that. And you can kind of see what it's gonna look like a little bit here. Probably just about there. It's gonna match that body line. So the first thing I'm gonna do is get this panel really, really clean with some type of gum cutter or just something to get all of this wax off here. I forgot that I was doing it right here, so I'm gonna get something to get all this wax off here so then my 3M tape really sticks good to it, and then we will get that piece on there. So we're just gonna clean off a strip there where it's gonna be sticking using this carb cleaner. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this little screw to kind of get me lined up in this hole here. So I'm gonna put that through like that, and I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna start putting this on just to kind of get an idea of where it needs to be before I peel up that double-sided tape. We kind of have it hanging here like this just by that one piece there, but that's gonna help us get an alignment for where the rear end of this thing needs to be. Let's go ahead and heat this double-sided tape just a little bit. We're gonna use a heat gun. You could use a little torch, but that would be a little bit, you would have to be a little bit more cautious with a little torch. We're just gonna use a heat gun, and we're gonna go ahead and try to get this thing stuck down. This Porter cable heat gun, just gonna put it on a mild setting, and we're just gonna warm this stuff up. Also, you can see I removed the plastic backing, so the adhesion is being promoted. You can also heat the panel just a little bit. Just don't want to get anything too hot. All right, so before I go ahead and stick this thing to the bumper, I'm gonna tighten this up a little bit on the front side here, so that way it can give us a better alignment, because we want this thing to really be on there right the first time. We don't want to have to peel it off. All right, now see how it's brought it up a little bit? We have everything all nice and warm. I'm just gonna kind of take a look at the angle here and try to get it right. But once that stuff is stuck, she's stuck. So let's just hope that it's right. And there we go. If you remember these couple clips and this other bolt, we're gonna put that up under the rear here in that hole. So that is gonna be another place where added security that it's gonna stay on. I heated it a little bit more just to make sure that that stuff had adhered, but it looks pretty good so far. So let's go ahead and get this in there, and then we should be done with this side. Guys, let's take a good look at this thing. It looks awesome, I think. So let's get it. There it is. She is on there, and you can see up under there, I put that screw in there, so that thing is not going anywhere. Looks really good. Makes the rear end of the car look a little bit lower. I really like that about it. So yeah, it's basically going to be the same exact thing for the other side, so I'll probably leave that out of here. But if you guys like this type of video, then be sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button. These things were pretty easy to put on, so it wasn't really in-depth install, but pretty self-explanatory. Definitely wouldn't be afraid of it if you're not, you know, mechanically inclined. Don't be afraid of this. It's pretty easy. So go ahead, get your rear spats from your importer and get your car looking a little lower. So I might do something like that to the red car. Haven't decided yet. Kind of a daily driver, so I don't want to, you know, overdo it with the little cosmetic stuff. But we do have a couple things coming. So you can see right here, this piece is missing. We have that at the paint, getting painted blue. Also for this car, we have the bigger hood scoop coming. These pieces are being paint matched red, and we have a mid wing that's going to go on here, so that's going to be real nice. Also, be on the lookout for another video. We're going to put a Forester logo on here, and we're going to put a STI logo on there as well, and we might do something with that tag, but we'll have to save that for the next video. So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. Also drop a comment, let me know what you want to see next. So yeah, stay tuned. Let's go.